There comes a time in every trainer's life when we wonder what happens when we catch a Pokemon. DC Gamer here, coming at you with another video about Pokemon. Today I am joined by Paradise Gamer once again.
Hello, here I am as co-host.
Yeah, so, I'm putting up that question again. What happens inside a Pokeball? So, a lot of different theories out there. Theories about there being cloning when you catch a Pokemon. Theories about there being, other theories too. We're not going to list them out all now because then we would have nothing to talk about in the video.
Yeah.
So Paradise Gamer, what are some theories that you have heard of?
Yeah, I know I kind of sound like a cheater when you say that, but I heard one theory that they get transferred in the data. I heard one theory that it's obvious though that they get shrunk down and put in the ball. But I heard one theory that they just sit there and then it becomes all fair or unfair that you decide when the Pokemon wants to come out. What if it's bored in there and just upset and wants to come out?
Yes, so...
And there also was one where the best one to think that can possibly be untrue, that that the Pokeball on the inside simulates the Pokemon's environments and everything.
Yeah, so here's my theory. My theory is that when you return a Pokemon, there's a red light going out to it and it consumes their body. And then it comes smaller and it goes into the ball. My theory is that red ray, that's a shrink ray.
Yeah, we all know that.
When you throw the Pokeball out to go into a battle or whatever, the white light is the Pokemon becoming larger again to its real size. That's honestly my theory. That's honestly the theory I believe. Paradise Gamer, what's your theory?
My theory has to be the environment theory. I can't really think of one, but I gotta think that's the best one. And I actually saw another guy, again, I don't want to really sound like cheating, but he said he'd rather be jealous than guilty, and that's how I'd rather feel about Pokemon.
What do you mean by jealous than guilty? Oh, never mind, I get what you're saying. Never mind. Yeah, so that's our thoughts on the matter, but yeah. Another question I want to bring up about Pokemon. Are Pokemon being abused when they go into battle? What's your thoughts on this, Paradise Gamer?
I gotta think so, because they gotta get trained and everything, and what if they don't want to? What if they just decide to turn on the people and attack them all? You see it happen with Pikachu when he didn't do the things he wanted to do, and that's why there won't be a technology uprising in Pokemon, but a Pokemon uprising. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so I think that Pokemon sometimes, in some cases, are abused in battling, but on the other side of things, a lot of Pokemon want to battle. Like, I know Ash's Pikachu, for example. Pikachu wants to battle. He's always like, put me in there, Ash, put me in there, come on, come on. Like, you see, yeah, you see his expressions. He's just like, Pika, Pika. He wants to go... Yeah, he wants to go into the battle. But then on the other hand, I don't know if any of you remember in the Diamond and Pearl series, Ash bought his Apon from Hoenn. And so, but then when they met Dawn had a Buizel. Well, not when they met Dawn, but along the journey, Dawn caught a Buizel. Then Dawn, I'm sure most of you know this, Dawn is she does Pokemon contests and Ash does gym battles. So, Apom was upset about doing gym battles, and he was like, oh, I want to do Pokemon contests. And Buizel was saying the exact opposite. I don't want to do stupid contests. I want to do battling. So then Dawn and Ash did trade of Buizel and Apom. So, I mean, I kind of think some Pokemon are abused in battle because they don't want to and they're doing it against their will. But then other times, if you have a fair trainer, they aren't really abused because a lot of Pokemon want to battle, and then if they don't, the trainer releases them or trades them to somebody who's not going to battle.
Yeah, well, I think that's kind of also the abusing thing is that you go out in the wild, you fight an innocent Pokemon that doesn't want to fight, and you capture it. I mean, it's not so wrong, but yeah, you're doing a thing to an innocent creature that doesn't want to be taken in.
Yeah,
If you treat it a while, then it might like you. If you don't, but it's just going to be all upset at you. And then it's going to hate you. And it's going to thunder shock you when you're sleeping or probably choke you or something. Okay, that just got dark.
Yeah, that's too dark, man. This is a kid's show, remember? But anyways, yeah, I agree with that. That some Pokemon are taken against their will from the wild, but more so in the anime. Ash doesn't really take them against their. Sometimes he takes them. Well, I mean, he never really takes them against their will. Every time he catches a Pokemon, it's either because they're asking him to, or because he likes it and they don't argue with him. They're just like, all right, whatever, I accept my fate. All right, so another question we want to cover is that voice crack there. But anyways, another question we want to talk about is, do people eat Pokemon? I know it's kind of harsh, but the answer is yes. In the anime, there's a bunch of signs of people eating Pokemon. I mean, Ash and his friends are eating a Magikarp in the anime. So, I mean...
I seen that picture. That's just cool, though. How could you eat a Magikarp?
I know, but when you think about it, we're kind of the same way in real life. We eat steak, pork, all different types of meat that come from all different types of slaughtered animals. So I mean,
it's like you're eating something that's helpless. It's not like you're traveling in some water. Those Magikarps just sit there on the ground and they try to move.
Yeah, but I mean, like pigs. When we eat pork and that comes from pigs, they are pretty helpless too.
They're fine. They're not. I understand what you're saying, but you know, it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah, I know. It's the harsh reality of things. Is yes, people do eat Pokemon, oddly enough, even though, I mean, can't the Pokemon fight back? Just use, like, Hydro Pump on it or something, if it's like a... Imagine somebody trying to eat a Blastoise.
What?
Imagine somebody trying to eat a Blastoise. It's just...
Oh, my God.
It's just like Hydro Pump.
Yeah, imagine if someone tried to eat a coffin. That'd be disgusting.
A coffin? Yeah, that would be weird. Alright, so, on to our last and final question. Alright, so actually we're going to have a couple more questions. Sorry I said last question, but we have about 2 or 3 more. So, our next question is that, can Pokemon refuse evolving?
Or do they choose to evolve too?
Yeah, the answer to this question is yes. In an episode in the anime, Ash's Bulbasaur wanders off, and there's some I forgot what it's called exactly, but there's some festival going on with Bulbasaurs, Ivysaurs, and the Grand Venusaur, I guess you can call it, the one in the center. Everyone's just pollinating and evolving. But then Ash is looking for Bulbasaur, and he's like, oh, there's Bulbasaur. Oh my gosh, he's evolving. But then Bulbasaur was the only one of them who was refusing to evolve. Like, he started evolving. Then he was just like, no, he was like pushing back and stuff, and all the Venusaur, the one Venusaur and all the Ivysaurs were just around him, like, what are you doing? You gotta evolve. So then Ash was telling the Pokemon off. Doubt the Pokemon could actually understand it, but he was like, oh, so what? Bulbasaur doesn't want to evolve. At least he can stick up for himself. And so the answer to that question is yes. Pokemon can choose not to evolve.
Yeah, but could they choose to evolve?
Could they choose to evolve? Well, this brings us into our next question, actually.
Well, I mean, in one of the episodes where Pikachu's fighting one of the Pokemon, Ash is like, oh, here's a Thunderstone, now you gotta choose to evolve. And he's like, no, I could just do it or something, and explains his language to him, and then...
Wait, who? Who explains... Wait, who explains who...
He doesn't use the Evolve Stone. He doesn't become Raichu and defeat the guy. He just sits there and says, no.
Yeah, because Pikachu decided that he doesn't want to evolve. But that answered our half of the question. Pokemon choose not to evolve, but can they choose to evolve? But that leads us into our next question. Do Pokemon have levels in the anime? A lot of people say yes. A lot of people say no. The answer really is yes, because all the time in the anime, they're always talking about Pokemon's levels. But what they don't talk about is what is the max level in the anime. Because think about this for a sec. In the game, the max level is 100. But in the anime, Pikachu's been traveling with Ash throughout Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, and right now, currently, he's traveling in Kalos. What level is Pikachu? Because it seems that at the beginning of each new series, Pikachu has trouble defeating some of the basic Pokemon in that region. So what level is Pikachu? Like, does his level reduce What do you think about this, Paradise Gamer?
Well, I never actually played a Pokemon game, so I don't really know about levels. But I think he's actually a pretty overpowered one, because I remember in the first series, Indigo League, which I'm trying to catch up on. Yeah, I know, I'm not that much of a two-power person in Pokemon. But, yeah, you know, Team Rocket are saying, like, oh, we don't want your stupid Pikachu, he's just like all the rest. And then he's like, oh, he's a special Pikachu. So maybe that's what's special about him. He has a lot, his next level is probably even as, like, powerful as Mew, or maybe less or so.
No, because, like, but the thing is another, I don't know, because Pikachu then when he gets to, because you're still on Indigo League, so you're a little bit behind, well, you're far behind, but when he gets to, Hoenn, alright, sorry, when he gets to, like one thing, in Sinnoh I remember, and pretty much every single new Pokemon series, when he gets to the first gym, he loses. Like, how do you lose with a high-level Pikachu? That brings up the theory that Pikachu, its level reduces when he gets to a new region. Or just that, which is a less likely theory, that the Pokemon in that region, they're just a lot higher level than all the other Pokemon, the basic Pokemon in the other regions. But that theory, that's highly unlikely. The most logical theory is that Pikachu reduces his level, which is still pretty weird, but yeah.
Maybe he just doesn't want to be too overpowered to the other Pokemon.
Well, honestly, the real answer behind that, looking at the real logical sense, since this is real life, is that the creators of the anime department in Pokemon, they just, they can't have Pikachu being so overpowered, because then no one would watch the show anymore. They would be like, oh, Ash is winning everything. Oh, this is pretty boring, or whatever.
Yeah, he's not going to be overpowered.
Yeah, so that pretty much ends our conversation on our some of Pokemon questions. That ends our conversation on that. So DC Gamer here and Paradise Gamer, we're both signing off. Hit that like.
Wait, that leaves one more question for you guys to see in the comments. If you have a max ultimate power, will you decide to use it everywhere you go? Tell us there in the comments.
Yeah, so DC Gamer and Paradise Gamer are signing off now. Smash that like button, leave a comment below, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.